You know that feeling, right? That little internal flutter we get after we do something good. We're going to dive deep into that feeling today, why we have it, and more importantly, when it turns into a trap. So picture this. You just did something really good. Maybe you donated to a cause you believe in, or you pulled an all-nighter helping a friend, or maybe you just posted something positive online, and you get that warm, fuzzy feeling inside. But then, right after that glow, a tiny little voice pops up. It's quiet, but it's there, and it whispers, "Man, I really hope someone saw that. I hope I get credit for it." It's such a human thing, but this is where a really important crossroads begins. So that brings us right here. What is this feeling really? And when does this totally normal instinct to be seen become something else? Something we're calling the spotlight trap. Well, this craving actually has a name in classical wisdom, Riyāঃ, and it basically means the love of reputation. It's that subtle but huge shift from doing something good because it's good to performing goodness for an audience. You're not serving a value anymore. You're serving people's perception of you. Now, this is a super important distinction. Look, caring what other people think, that's normal. We're social animals. But Riyāঃ is when you need their praise to feel like what you did mattered. It's the difference between being aware there's an audience and being totally dependent on their applause to feel good about yourself. And let's be real. In the world we live in now, this thing is an epidemic. Our entire culture is basically built on likes, followers, and retweets. We're all told to build a personal brand, which can so easily turn every single act of kindness into just another piece of content for the feed. Okay, so what's the actual damage here? Why is this such a big deal? Well, let's talk about the prison of perception, because this goes way deeper than just social media. This can really mess with our inner peace. And that's the heart of it, right there. When you live for other people's approval, you become their prisoner. You're trapped by how they see you. You've basically handed over the keys to your own happiness to a crowd that can change its mind at any second. And the cost of living in that prison, it's huge. You get addicted to the highs of praise, which means you become absolutely terrified of the lows of criticism. It is exhausting to keep up the act, 24/7. And worst of all, it poisons your sincerity. Your peace of mind is no longer up to you, it's up to them. All right. Let's take a second here for an honest check-in. This is a judgment-free zone, okay? This is just about becoming a little more aware. So let's ask a few tough questions. Just think about it. The you in public, is that a different person than the you at home alone? Do you find yourself getting a little bit nicer, a little more generous when you know there's an audience? This one's a biggie. You do something genuinely kind, from the heart, but nobody sees it. Do you get that little feeling of restlessness, of disappointment? Like the good deed is somehow worth less because it went unnoticed? And finally, how much does your self-worth feel like it's tied to those numbers? Does a flood of positive comments make you feel like a king, while a single negative comment, or just crickets, can totally wreck your day? Now listen, if you answered yes to any of those, that's not something to be ashamed of, at all. It's just a sign. It's your heart basically sending up a flare, saying, hey, I'm tired of this performance. I'm hungry for something real. It means you're craving authenticity. So that's the big question, right? If you're in that prison, how do you get out? How do you break free? Well, the answer is to start practicing the exact opposite of performance, hidden sincerity. The philosopher Imam al-Ghazali had this incredibly practical remedy. The cure is to start doing good deeds in secret, on purpose. Give to charity and don't tell a soul. Help someone move and resist that urge to post a selfie. Just find moments for quiet reflection when no one's around to be impressed. Think of it like a workout for your soul. You're building up its strength. And this is the goal. This quote says it all. When praise can't lift you up and criticism can't tear you down, that's when you've found true freedom. Just imagine that. Imagine getting to a place where praise is nice, but you don't need it, and criticism is just feedback, not a threat. That is freedom. I absolutely love this metaphor. Your reputation is nothing more than a shadow. In one light, it's huge and impressive. In another, it's tiny and disappears. It's not real, but your character, who you are when all the lights are off, that's substance. That's what's real. Okay, so getting free is one thing, but staying free? That's the real challenge, especially in a world that is always trying to pull you back on stage. So this last part is all about how you maintain that freedom. Here are 3 amazing strategies. First, get in the habit of checking your intention. Before you do something, just ask yourself, why am I doing this? For the good of it or for the story I can tell later? Second, choose your friends wisely. Hang out with people who love the real you, not your curated image. And third, start collecting private wins, things you do just for you, that no one else will ever know about or be able to measure. Ultimately, it's all about shifting your focus. Stop worrying so much about the reputation you have with the world and start caring about the one you have with yourself. Your own conscience is the only audience that really truly matters. So, to wrap it all up, think of it like this. The love of reputation is a sweet poison. That little hit of validation, of approval, it tastes so good in the moment. But over time, it's slowly, quietly killing your inner peace. And that leaves us with this one last question. This is the one to take with you. Before you do something, before you post, before you say yes, just ask yourself, would I still do this if I was guaranteed that no one else in the entire world would ever find out? The answer to that question? It tells you everything.